everyone, I hope you're fabulous and having a good day wherever you are in the world. I am coming to you live from the Netherlands and I am going to be interviewing my legendary little friend and business partner for the last 5 years, and she is a fellow Les Mills instructor. That's how we actually connected. Jodz Nguyen, and she'll be joining us very, very shortly. She'll just be waiting for the notification that I am here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jodz before we get started. She is, you would have seen her popping up, so I'm going like this because I feel like I've got chia seeds in my teeth because I just finished my green smoothie. So you would have seen Jodz on a lot of my social media. She's been a really big part of my business. Today we're actually talking about healthy living and how she manages using our nutrition products and how they benefit her and help her with 4 young boys. So Jodz has twins who are 3. Have they just turned 3 or they're about to turn 3? Wait, what are we in? July. Okay, she didn't have them yet. So they're about to turn 3. They were very premature, so we're very grateful that they're both okay. They are the most beautiful little twinnies you've ever seen in your life. And then she also has a newly turned 7-year-old, and gosh, how old's Ethan now? 7, 8, 9. Ethan must be like 10. Is that right, Jodz? He's old now. When we started, he was just a small kid. It's crazy. I'm just telling you. She's also a personal trainer and she teaches group fitness, and she's a successful Arbonne consultant. So I'm thrilled to chat with you, Jodz. I've just told them all about you. Thanks so much for jumping on. Jodz has just got home. Jodz, just you have to move your camera way back on these ones, like way. Okay. Yeah, you have to like ages away from you. Like this is how far I am.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you just move your seat way back like this. Hello.
All right, let me just set myself up. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, it's fine. You can always hear you. It's just with Facebook Live. It like zooms in when you screen share. Yeah, there we are. So, yeah, she is Wonder Woman. Let us know if you're coming on live, where you're coming in from, guys. I am in the Netherlands and Jodz is in Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. So this is the power of this business. It's the afternoon, or sort of 2:30 in the afternoon here, and that means it's 10:30 at night where Jodz is, because I know their schedule very well. She's just got home, but I wanted to chat with Jodz briefly tonight before she goes to bed about how she works our nutrition in. So Jodz, hi, thanks for being on.
Hello. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I've just finished my green smoothie, my breakfast. As you know, my breakfast sometimes
love it. I have my tea somewhere.
Nice. So
always have my nutrition somewhere.
So good. Hey Jodz, so can you tell us, first of all, in terms of just using the nutrition day to day, like I've already told them what your life looks like, so they know that. So yep. How do you work the nutrition into your day-to-day life in a way that benefits you, and how you use the products? And just give us a glimpse into your day using our products with nutrition.
Oh, okay. So a day in the life of Jodz, nutrition styles. So I would wake up in the morning, and the first thing that I would have is my gut health probiotics, mixing that with water, just some lukewarm water and a squeeze of lemon, just to set up my gut for the day. If I'm really running out, well, not
hey
running out, but running, yeah.
Jodz, can you move back? Your eyes are like there. You have to move back further. Just move your chair back, you dungo. Are you on the floor or something?
I am. You should see
love
my
you.
This is how I roll. I'm like, quickly.
Yeah, the best. Okay, just keep going. It's all good. I just like every time you move, your eyes go above the line, and I can't see you
it's
anymore.
so weird because... Okay, I'll just stay here. Can you see me here? Okay.
Yeah, you're perfect. Just keep coming forward. Woo.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to stay here because before I could see myself okay. I don't know, maybe because I'm below and you're above me, so I'm not sure. What was I saying? Okay, so I have my gut health first thing in the morning. That sets my gut for the day. I'm very religious on that. Like before I go and I see my kids, I make sure I have that in my gut, because if I don't do that first, I'll forget. And I just like I'm just strict on having that first. And I think it's so important. As long as I've got something that's going to set me up for the day, I'm good to go. And if I forget, then it's like I'm not gonna. It's doesn't really bother me, but I'm very strict on that. So I have that, and then I'll do all the school stuff and get all the kids ready and everything. And then I'll incorporate my greens. Like, I know that sometimes what we're doing at the moment, or a lot of people are doing, is they put the greens and the probiotics, the gut health together. Um, and that's cool too. And I do that sometimes when I'm really, like, when I am totally time poor. But I like to have my greens by itself, or like I'll put it in a smoothie or whatever, which I tend to have at around like mid-morning, because I ever since I started the 30-day program, I have learned to really, I guess, not eat constantly on the fly, because prior to the program, I was just constantly snacking, and I got used to that, feeling like I needed to constantly like eat. But I was just eating for the sake of eating, to be honest, like, because I was bored. And so I've really learned to pull back on that, and more so just hydrate myself through drinking water. And what I love is the fizz sticks, having the fizz sticks either mid-morning. Sometimes I'll add the fizz sticks with my greens, but otherwise fizz sticks in the morning. And if I'm really tired again, around about to the 2:30, 3 o'clock time, just before school pickup, I'll have another fizz. But so in between those times, I would have a shake. I like religiously would have a shake anywhere between like a 10 a.m. and like a 1 p.m. Or pretty much every day. And I'll eat. I'm always eating, but I'm very mindful now of what actually goes into my body. Whereas before, like I mentioned, I was just eating on the fly, but I wasn't eating the best foods for my body. So now that I know what foods are serving me, I'm very conscious about that. But I do love the protein powders and how it makes me feel so full for a good few hours, at least a good 4 hours, especially once you add the healthy fat. Sorry, Em, am I still like, because I keep moving forward. But yeah, I've really learnt so much with all the nutrition products that we've got, and what we can incorporate into our day. So I do that. What else? Yeah. Coming into the night time, so I love my tea. Yeah, and I love my elixir at night time.
That's so good, because, like, guys, she's doing all this around 4 kids, and I think that's the thing. Like, you know how she said she makes sure she has her gut health first. Just to point out, that's like a pre and probiotic, and so she's setting up her gut bacteria for the day, which not only helps the digestion side of things, but your gut, it directly impacts your mental health as well, like totally. It doesn't have any calories in it, so it's not energy. Because I know something you said, Jodz, sounded like you meant, like, you know, if you don't have anything else, you've got that, but that's not energy, just so you guys know. It's not a food. It's not like having a shake or something, but what she means is that she's set herself up for the day, at least, like, in the best way possible. And Jodz and I both love having our gut health first, because if you have that on an empty stomach, it's so powerful, because the first thing you're putting in your gut is this amazing good bacteria for it, and you're also having that big glass of water, Jodz. Like, I think that the huge glass of lukewarm water that you put it with, you're hydrating your cells, and your cells are begging for hydration. And how many people do we know that wake up and they drink like juice or coffee or black tea?
And that's what I used to do as well. And at the moment I changed my mindset around, you know, we're waking up in the morning and literally we haven't had anything to like fuel ourselves with for the 8 or so hours that we've been asleep. And so what I've learned is having a glass of water as well the first thing in the morning. It actually wakes me up as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel much more lighter as well, rather than going to grab a coffee straight away, which I've learnt dehydrates you more than having a glass of water and, you know, a fizz stick, obviously. So although I still love my coffee, but,
Yeah. It
um,
always amazes me that anyone would wake up, and I'm so sorry, guys, if this is a big insult, but it just blows my mind that you could wake up in the morning and drink a cup of coffee. Ah!
straight
I
away,
could
yeah,
not imagine ever doing that. And you're saying
yeah,
that that's what you used to do. I'm just like, what? But this is why I'm so passionate about what we do, right? Because there are people who drink a coffee first thing in the morning. Like, your cells have been dehydrated for like 8 hours, and then we fill them
yeah,
with a dehydrator.
yes,
It's just
yeah,
nuts. And Jodz and I both drink coffee in the morning usually, or
yeah,
sometimes, like, we're both coffee drinkers. We do not have coffee when we're on the 30 days to healthy living. We like to give ourselves a flush, but we both drink a coffee. But we do all these steps before, so that when we have our coffee, we don't feel guilty. We enjoy it. We sit down, but we've had our greens, we've had our gut health, we've had a bit of a fizz stick for some B vitamins and all that kind of thing, eh? And then
yeah.
with your like fitting it in with the kids and stuff with smoothies, where do you have that as like, do you just make the smoothies while the kids are doing stuff? Like, do you find that
Yeah,
quite easy?
yeah. Well, for me, as soon as the kids are, because they're at an age where they're really good just playing by themselves now, and they've got like a really good routine happening. So I just find some time, because it doesn't take long to make a good, nutritious cup of,
Yeah.
like, the smoothie. So if they're about to have their lunch, I will make my smoothie alongside their lunch too, because I just pop it in and then I'll do their thing and then it's all ready to go. And most of the time I'm sharing my smoothie anyway, so I'm making extra these days, because
Yeah,
the twins
cool.
especially know, um like, they love to just have a little sip of it because they like the flavors.
Yeah.
It's like they're having like their own milkshake, naughty
Isn't
milkshake,
that
but it's not
awesome?
naughty.
Yeah, and like, how many people feed their children like an up and go, which is the most
Yeah,
horrific thing any child could ever put in their body. Oh my God, the amount of chemicals in those things. It's like giving, oh my gosh, it just does my head in. Yet, because we don't test on children, we don't, ethically test on children, we can't say that our products are good for kids. But look at the ingredients. They're like packed
yeah,
full of goodness. Like, obviously you're not going to make your child an adult size shake, but what better
exactly.
way to fuel your children? Like, we are not
Yeah,
saying that this is designed for children, because we cannot, but children are eating like crack toast and cereal full of sugar and those disgusting up and goes. I mean, come on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're so
The
popular because they're
convenience of
fast.
it, but yeah,
Like,
I
they're
just feel
fast
like
and
you get so
easy.
more.
Yeah. Hey, I just saw on the thing, Linda rebooted her gut after it closed down, doing the 30 days. That's so awesome, Linda. Thanks so much for sharing that.
Oh,
And
that's
Nat and
wonderful.
yeah, Nat and Dana, I love those comments. Yeah. So, hey, Jodz, I'll let you go, my love. I just wanted to have a quick chat with you because I know how you work our products in with your day is so helpful to many mums. I mean, let's face it, we help everybody, but 90% of our clientele are busy mums that, they put everybody else before themselves like you do. But we have a way to make healthy living simple and not easy, because whenever things like making a smoothie, it still requires effort, but it's so much easier than other options, and you can feel so
Yeah.
good. Like, you don't
Can I,
have to put yourself last.
yeah. Can I give one tip as well that I sometimes do too?
Please.
Because I teach group fitness as well. And so I'll be working, the day after. So sometimes what I would do, and this is a tip for anyone who works in the mornings or whatnot and has no time. So sometimes I would pre-pack my smoothie. So I'll have like all the ingredients in the cup ready to go. I don't actually put the protein powder in straight away, but I have like my spinach and my fruits and my avocado and, you know, all the good stuff that I would put in the smoothie before I blend it. So then the next day, what I do is I just put the 2 scoops of protein powder in and then twist the cup and put it on the blender, and there we go.
Yeah.
It's all done.
That's so
and then
good
I'll just
though.
put it in my cooler bag and go. So really great tips and just finding ways that could suit you. And I found doing that saves me, I mean, it's only like an extra minute, but an extra minute when you don't have many minutes in the morning really helps.
Oh,
So,
totally. And also,
yeah,
like,
even
guys,
with
you go.
even with my fish sticks, if I need that extra energy boost just to get myself through the morning. If I'm feeling really tired, I don't feel really tired most days these days in the morning, but if I need that extra boost, I'll even have my water ready to go in my shaker cup, and then I'll just pour my thing in, my powder in the morning. I'm sure you can do it the night before and just have it in the fridge, but I like to have my things fresh.
Yeah,
and ready to go.
I think
It's
if you
better
prepare
that way,
it
I
too
feel.
soon, I think if you prepare it too soon, it changes
It kind of loses
it
the
a little
flavor,
bit.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I would have it fresh. But when I'm on road trips and when I'm traveling heaps, which I am always, I pre-prepare my smoothies all the time. And what I do is I just put ice in them, and
Yeah.
then they stay on for like the whole day, as long as I've just put some ice in it, and then I just put it in like a cool part of my bag. And then people always say to me, like, how do you go being gluten-free and vegan with all the places that I travel? And I'm like, well, I just say no to a lot of things, and I'm just really prepared. So, like, you know, if I can have, as long as I have those sachets that we sell, like those single sachets, I have those in every bag, because then I know I can just pop it in my drink bottle and I've got a healthy meal. Like, I've got all my nutrients, I've got my protein, and that will get me by until I can find somewhere to buy a banana or you know, whatever. Like, you don't, to me, convenience has never meant dishonoring respect for my body and the health that I give my body, because I love it and I care about it, you know. Which, guys, remember, this all comes back to self-respect. The way you treat your body is a sign of self-respect, and just like the way you present yourself and things like that. And often we put ourselves last, but it's actually not loving on ourselves. So, and Jodz, as a mum, you would know that more than anyone, right? Because
and I think it's so important as well to honor yourself with that, because I feel like most mums that I do talk to, when they do decide to purchase products, our nutrition products, or go on the 30-day program, one of the first things I get is, I think it's time for me to look after myself. And it really resonates with me, because it hit, like, because that was one of the reasons why I decided to do the 30 days myself. And in a way, it's quite sad to just wait until the moment where you think you go through like something. So for me, I was feeling really run down. I could feel really bloated, and I just had no energy to teach classes, and I knew I really needed to do something in my life. And that's when I thought, no, I'm actually really stressed and I need to do something for myself. And I feel like we should really all honor ourselves and go, no, I would rather do something now, look after myself now, take care of myself now, so that I can actually take care of all my kids and everybody else if I had to. So that's my biggest tip. Now that I'm a mum of 4, when I started, I was a mum of 2. So massive lessons learned from me. And just honor yourself and know that health is wealth.
it is.
So yeah.
And if you're not, like, you know, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Like, you can't. If your cup's empty, how can you give all the love, all the energy, all the caring? How can you give when you are not complete yourself? And what you consume, what you eat, is your energy. It is making up your cells. Your gut microbiome is is so powerful over everything. You know, if you're feeling low, look at your gut. If you're feeling low energy, if you're not sleeping well, if your skin's bad, if you're grumpy, look at your gut. And these are what these products really, really help with. And I think, like you said, Jodz, it's such a shame that people wait until they're unwell. Like, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting till we get disease? We know that about 97, like up to 90% of disease is caused by lifestyle. It's not by genetics. Like, we know this now. It's epigenetics. It's what we do in our life. Like, the reason diseases filter down through families is because look what the families are consuming mentally, physically, TV, food, drinking, smoking, the people they hang out with. Guys, honestly, I just posted a fantastic podcast on my story yesterday. Go and listen to it. It is game changing. And I actually knew a lot of it. And I was, oh my God, it's freaking insane. Like, how much more our gut microbiome is responsible for. And guys, this is all backed by science. Like, this is not woo-woo. I've been talking about gut health for 10 years now because it's changed my life completely. If you don't know my story, like, message me or ask me and I'll send you a clip where I explain it more. Jodz's life has changed. So this is like, we get super passionate about our nutrition, but it's because we know it really makes a difference. We don't want to just see you lose some weight. We actually want to see you start to change your life, because your gut is everything. Like, it just has such a big ripple effect. Hey, Jodz, you're good? Anything else you want to add about your nutrition, mum life?
No,
you know, we're not in a rush. So.
I've got it all out.
Cool. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's so awesome to hear. So guys, if anything we've said, you've got questions or you'd like to start trying some of our products, even if you want to just try the fizz sticks or the protein, or we can set you up a pack that suits your needs. I always recommend the protein, the fizz, the greens, and the gut health, which is great because you can actually get, if you get the greens, the gut health, and the, that's the skin elixir. But if you get the greens, the gut health, and the fizz, you can get a free bag of protein in Australia and New Zealand. So, and it's around about $184 Australia, $200 New Zealand. So that's not a high price point for the price of great health. You know, think about your coffee. It's $4 a day. $4 a day is 120. What is it a month? $120 a month. And that's just for your coffee. So, yeah. Hey, Linda, Nat, and everyone else who's been commenting, thank you so much for your comments. Guys, we will talk to you soon. Thanks, Jodz. Love you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.